Sorry, I had a question regarding the VMSS. I just kind of completed it yesterday. So a question popped up to me, like which high availability method is majorly used by organizations, the availability set or the availability zone or VMSS? Like I know it depends upon the situation and the organization and the zones and the let's say the scenarios where the traffic is being coming on a particular base, or let's say on a particular scenario. But I just needed to know, like, which method is mostly adapted by companies, like which
That
kind of
is
scenario.
that is the correct answer. Depends on the nature of the application. You cannot have a plain answer that this is being used majorly. There's no survey has been done for that. So that is the correct answer. Depends on the nature of the application. I mean, we
Okay.
as an administrator cannot decide that. Application owner will know better that what kind of application they are catering, whether it requires metric based, whether it requires time bound. So they know it well. We should know the differences. Rest is up to them what they want to select. And same thing happens in live environment also. You have to explain
Okay.
it to them if that is the case. Most of the time itna aata nahi hai. Let others join. I
Okay.
have a few more things to share. Yes, anyone else? Any other question?
I also had one regarding the IP address. You had shared that Jaswinder sir's link. So
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. Although I understood everything, but I am not able to decide like which things are going to be relatable to Azure.
I told you this. I mean, not you specifically, but I told this in the class very specifically that networking, CIDR, IP addresses, private IP, public IP, it has nothing to do with Azure. It is same for Azure. It is same for AWS. It is same for on-prem. Networking is same no matter where you go. Nothing has changed for Azure. कोई
Okay,
different
okay.
range नहीं है Azure के
So
लिए, कोई
that
different किसी भी तरह का कोई changes नहीं है Azure में आने के लिए. We just need to learn how to utilize them in Azure.
okay, okay. So that was what I was thinking. Like in those videos, it was explained in a much more deeper way with the binaries and everything. So I
Yes.
just got kind of this question where I thought that is this going to be the part in just Azure, or
No, no.
is this just for an understanding? So it is
That is
clear
for
now.
understanding and that is for networking. Let other people join. मैं इसको और थोड़ा अच्छे से explain करता हूँ. In this week I have got few calls and I have understood आप लोगों के पास किस तरह के confusion है, and I have realized that कि आप लोग unnecessary ज़्यादा deeper उसका ये ले रहे हो, tension ले रहे हो, जो चीज़ का नहीं भी होने वाला. So I'll explain it कि how exactly it works. And interview का इसीलिए that is the reason I put some real time interviews. ठीक है. Those were not mock interviews. One of them, this session is being recorded, hence I do not want to take company's name, but both of them are top-notch companies. I have uploaded those. Hey, just give me a minute. Someone is calling me. I think he's not able to join the class. Just give me a minute. Please zoom the screen. Yeah, I'll do that, Salman bhai. I'm just waiting for others to join, guys. इतना टाइम मत लगाया करो यार ज्वाइन करने के लिए, बिकॉज 2-2 मिनट से भी हम लोगों का काफी ये रुक जाता है. I'm still waiting for 1 or 2 people to join. Let's wait. Okay, so I see majority people have joined. So let's start. Good afternoon, all. I have zoomed the screen. I hope it is visible to all of you. We are going to start with networking topic. We have discussed a little bit of networking in Azure. Today we are going to discuss this in detail. We are going to see some practicals, something on portal. So today it's overall about networking. Maybe today and tomorrow session also, and day after session also. I mean next session also. Networking में थोड़ा time लग जाएगा, right? Before we go to networking, I had few things to share. But before I do that, do you guys have any questions? Yes, guys. Any questions? Guys, yes, no, maybe. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
No questions. Okay. Okay. One thing I have to share with you guys then, if you guys do not have any questions, I have been getting questions, and I received one question from Murtaza also right now. That the videos which I have shared on, by the way, that reminds me, I hope you guys have watched the videos networking wale. Either my or those Jagvinder Singh thin videos. He has explained it very well. So watch those videos, watch my videos, anything. But do watch videos. You will understand networking, because here I will teach you Azure networking. But what is networking in core, that you will have to learn from those videos, guys. If I try to cover that here, this course is it will extend by 2 or 3 sessions. And what I have realized, I've done that in my previous batches, but I've realized कि वो जो मैंने पढ़ाया है वहां पर cider वगैरह, it doesn't come, कभी कभी interview question में नहीं आया. Based on my previous 40 interviews, एक बार भी नहीं पूछा गया. Hence I am skipping that part. But you should understand it. Later on you will not have to do that. जो understanding on videos में है, you don't have to do that manually. You will get IP calculators, you will have a separate networking team. I was coming to that part also, right? So you'll have a separate networking team also, but still आपकी understanding clear होनी चाहिए. So please watch those videos. Yes, and again, I was coming back to your questions, like Murtaza also asked, and in this whole week, questions have been asked to me. You guys are taking unnecessary hectic or too deep. You're torturing yourself. I would use that word. Don't worry. इतना ज़्यादा tension मत लो. They are not expecting you to know each and everything. कि यार networking का binary भी आपको पता होना चाहिए, storage का XYZ भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. You are not the Superman of your team, right? You will be working on some particular task, few tasks, and you will definitely have support when it comes to, because now we're talking about networking. So let me talk about networks. When it comes to networking, the videos which I'm asking you to watch, just for your understanding. Otherwise, you will definitely have a networking team. Live environment में एक networking team होता है. Azure Administrator से नहीं expectation होते हैं कि आप networking समझोगे पूरी की पूरी. आपको कोई आईपी असाइन भी करना है ना किसी मशीन पे, लाइक वी हैव बीन सेइंग आईपी सब तो हम पब्लिक आईपी यूज कर रहे थे, ठीक है? एंड व्हाट डिड आई टेल यू, दैट दिस इज ओनली फॉर ट्रेनिंग. नॉर्मली व्हिच आईपीस विल वी यूज? प्राइवेट आईपीस, राइट? सो कौन सा प्राइवेट आईपी आप यूज करोगे? which private IP will you use? इस मशीन को कौन सा आईपी फिट होना चाहिए? और which IP, let me show it to you on the portal. When you create, I hope all of you, by the way, talking about the task, I'll come to that later. Wait. Okay. So the which IP should apply to which machine, which IP range should apply to which VNet. Now you guys have worked on VNet, so I hope you are getting it when I say VNet, right?
Yes.
I hope no confusion. You're not getting confused. VNet is virtual network. So when I'm creating this virtual network, right? You guys did not select anything. You guys did not select any network range here, right? जो default आ गया आप लोगों ने ले लिया. But when you go to live environment, you will have to work in a specific range. जो by default आ रहा है वो नहीं ले सकते हो आप, क्योंकि काफी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो जाएगा, नेटवर्क रिपीट हो जाएगी, बहुत सारी चीजें कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो जाएगी. बट व्हाई डिडंट आई टीच यू दैट? बिकॉज व्हेन इट कम्स टू लाइव एनवायरनमेंट, राइट, एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग दिस, एंड व्हेन यू गो टू दिस आईपी एड्रेस, ये जो है ना रेंज, दिस रेंज यहाँ पर, ये जो है space, this is called space or this is called range. It has to be IPv4 or it has to be IPv6. ये starting कहाँ से होगा, इसका subnet mask क्या होगा, ये जो है ना, all this information. See, now this is not valid. I'm not even going to this because you guys will not understand it here. But why am I not explaining it to you? Because ये सारी चीजें जो है ना आपको networking team से रेडीमेड मिलता है, रेडीमेड. That this should be the why, because networking team is the team responsible team जिन्होंने, if it is an on prem, जो ऐसा client है आपका जिसका existing already on prem पे है, जिसके पास 1000 2000 और 100 भी सर्वर क्यों ना हो, बट उसका networking already बन चुका है, which means networking team is already there. So it is networking team's job to make sure कि आपको कुछ ऐसा IP range दे जो already on-prem में use नहीं हो रहा है, ताकि conflict ना हो किसी भी चीज का. And if it is a new onboarding, तो फिर वो आपके architect team का काम होगा पूरा network design करना. But when it comes to you, you will have this information completely with you कि ये range आपका starting address क्या होना चाहिए, इसका cider block क्या होना चाहिए, ये सब क्या होना चाहिए. You will have this information completely with you. उसके बाद आपके सबनेट्स कितने होने चाहिए, 1 होने चाहिए, 2 होना चाहिए, 3 होने चाहिए. और अगर सबनेट्स ये है तो सबनेट का रेंज क्या होना चाहिए. सी दिस इज माय कंप्लीट रेंज. इस रेंज में से मुझको सबनेट के लिए कितना चाहिए, ठीक है. लेट्स से उसका सबनेट का नाम क्या होना चाहिए, सबनेट 2. आई वांट दिस रेंज, स्टार्टिंग रेंज मुझको 1 की जगह चाहिए, लेट्स से 2, एंड यहाँ से मुझको चाहिए 20 से, and then cider block I will take this. This is wrong and I'm not going to correct it. वो मैं नहीं बताना चाहता आपको. I don't want you to get confused कि ये क्या होगा, but you will have this information completely. So even if you don't understand this well, that's completely fine. You will have this complete information कि सबनेट का कोई टेम्पलेट यूज करना है कि मैक्सिमम टाइम तो आपको टेम्पलेट्स भी दिखेंगे. नॉट दीज टेम्पलेट्स, ओके, वी विल डिस्कस दीज टेम्पलेट्स सेपरेटली. टेम्पलेट्स बने हुए होते हैं कंपनी के, दे विल टेल यू ओके यूज prod टेम्पलेट, ओके यूज डेवलपमेंट टेम्पलेट. नहीं है, क्रिएट न्यू वन, यूज दिस नेम, यूज दिस स्टार्टिंग एड्रेस, यूज दिस सबनेट, व्हाटएवर इट इज. अगर आपको नहीं भी समझ में आ रहा है ना, बाय द वे इट डिसाइड्स कि आपको एड्रेसेस कितने चाहिए. इफ यू रिमेंबर आई टोल्ड यू कि हम अननेसेसरी के एड्रेस वेस्ट नहीं करते हैं. अगर कोई डिपार्टमेंट में उसको पता है कि सिर्फ 25 कंप्यूटर लगने वाले हैं, सो आई विल टेक दिस वन कि जहां पे मेरा 32 एड्रेसेस मिल जाए मुझको, 25 अभी के लिए और कुछ फ्यूचर यूजर्स के लिए. बट यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट. तो आपको ये सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती है. सो डोंट वरी अबाउट नेटवर्किंग. अननेसेसरी के सिंपल क्वेश्चंस को कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मत करो. व्हेन आई एम आस्किंग हियर आल्सो, do not complicate questions, okay, in your interview specifically. यहाँ पर आप कर भी दोगे, I will correct it. इंटरव्यूअर अगर एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन कर रहा है ना, तो उसको ओवरथिंक करके उसको कॉम्प्लिकेट मत करो आप अपने आप से. क्लियर है?
Yes.
Yes, Sohail bhai.
Because I have uploaded 2 live interviews, and I told you that those are top-notch companies. I don't want to name those companies. These sessions are being recorded. I don't want to name the candidate जिसके नाम पे भी हुआ है. Right? But those are top-notch companies. Those are only for your help. Help के interview कैसे होता है. Intention of those videos is just to help you कि actual में interview कैसा आता है. I'm trying to get few more, but trust me on this. इसके बाद जितने भी मैं अपलोड करूंगा, you will see here and there इसी के आसपास आपको questions घूमते हुए दिखेंगे. One thing is missing in that one. एक इंटरव्यू में मैंने सिर्फ 12 मिनट का एक किया है, बिकॉज आगे वाले सेक्शन में काफी बार कैंडिडेट का नाम और कंपनी का बार रिपीट हुआ है, तो आई कुड नॉट कट देम. उसको मैं ट्रिम नहीं कर पाया, बहुत ही ज्यादा छोटे छोटे क्लिप्स बन रहे थे. बट देयर वर सम स्टोरेज के क्वेश्चंस, तो इसमें बस स्टोरेज सेक्शन एक ऐड करना है, दैट्स ऑल. आपका पूरा इंटरव्यू किसी भी कंपनी का हो, इसी के इर्द गिर्द होने वाला है, इसी तरह का इंटरव्यू होगा. आई हैव बीन टेलिंग यू. Now, I am not sure how many of you listen to that. कितनों ने सुना मुझको नहीं पता, but whoever listened to that, tell me, did that person ask me a single question कि I'm sharing my screen, deploy ये deploy करके बता दो, deploy करके बताओ? Did they do that?
Never. Never.
Right. So I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you this with authority and with responsibility, that do not I'm not saying that be dumb. मैं ये नहीं expect करता हूँ आपसे कि जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ एकदम अंधा बन के आप follow करो. But at least for interview sake, what I'm telling you, please do that. If I'm asking you to follow some task, do those tasks. जिस तरह से मैं बता रहा हूँ उसी तरह से आप करो. And if I'm telling you mug up these questions, do that. Did you guys realize one of the question was a load balancer का differences? And if you have if you listen to that properly, उसको आप सुनोगे, तो इन 2 बॉक्सेस में उसका पूरा आंसर खत्म हो गया था. लोड बैलेंसर, एंड द वे द आंसर वाज गिवन, द ओनली डिफरेंस वाज कि बस इसको पढ़ा नहीं गया था. एक छोटा सा इंटेंशनल एरर भी था. इफ यू नोटिस दैट that load balancer is regional and application gateway is global, and then corrected, नहीं sorry, load balancer is global and application, so it sounded natural. I hope you all of you did hear to that video or audio.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm telling you guys, जितना मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना उतना करो. Your interview will be clear for sure. आप unnecessary की चीजों को complicate मत करो. That I want to understand इसका logic क्या है, इसके पीछे coding क्या हो रहा है. And if you want to do that, there is no end. उसके पीछे ना आपको coding और logic और फिर वहां तक जाना पड़ेगा. And what is the outcome? Nothing. आपका knowledge बढ़ रहा है, ठीक है. But see, I'm not sure if you guys know this method which we use in corporate world, maybe some people who are coming from ITSM, ITIL वगैरह उनको पता होगा, या फिर आपने कहीं ना कहीं मैनेजमेंट की ट्रेनिंग, बोरिंग से ट्रेनिंग में सुना भी होगा, right? They divide some things here where you put some urgent things, important things, right? Then urgent and important thing, urgent but not important, important and urgent. Do you guys realize that? इससे को याद आ रहा है that you cover this कि यहाँ ठीक है, ये कुछ मेरी चीजें urgent है, कुछ important है but not urgent. So that is how you have to work, guys, कि आप लोगों को decide करना है what are urgent, what are important. So learning this, इसके पीछे का logic क्या है वो है that is important, but is it urgent? What is the urgency now? Urgency is that we have limited time. जो focus on interview perspective, जितना interview में आने वाला उस पर focus करो, clear your interview, get a good package, get a job. Once you are on job, then you have all the time. उसके बाद आप जिस तरह का R&D करना है करते बैठो. अगर आप इस ट्रेनिंग में R&D करोगे, then you are not achieving the aim of this training. I don't mind helping. I can give you each and everything, bits and pieces, जितना बैक में जाना है आपको कि बैकएंड में कैसे काम करता है, ये कैसे होता है, I can give you that. But is it helping you? Is that what you're paying for? You are paying for to get a good job, to get to be able to clear your interview. So if you want to do that, please stick to what I am saying. That does not mean cross question mat karo, ठीक है? Do the cross questioning, but do not spend your time. Do we have Naved here? Has Naved joined? Okay, Naved was facing some problem with operating systems PowerShell connecting it to Azure, and he was not able to perform his practical. He spent a lot of time on that, and later when he connected me, I told him that's okay. If you are not able to connect with it, it's okay. Now you heard that interview. Similarly, there are few more interviews. I'll try to upload few more files. No one has asked कि यार वो error आ रहा है तो क्या करोगे? Maximum what they have asked about PowerShell is, okay, now it is joining now. So maximum what they have asked about PowerShell is, guys, that have you ever used PowerShell? You say yes. Okay, so what have you done on PowerShell? You say I've created virtual machines, I've created resource group, I have created storage account. जो भी अपने पोर्टल पे हम कर रहे हैं ना, सेम आपको बोला यहाँ पर. They are not going to ask you for a script. You tell them clearly, I cannot write a script from scratch, but if I have a script, I can amend it. I can use a script from previous client or don't say client, previous project, or maybe previously used script. I can utilize that, and I can uh, reuse it to my new project, to my new resources. Fine, that answer is done. Maximum will ask, okay, how do you connect to portal? How do you connect your account to? So you have this command. इसके बाद कभी नहीं पूछने वाला है वो that error आ जाएगा तो क्या करोगे? PowerShell का module आएगा तो क्या करके? Don't worry about it. So I'm requesting you guys, stick to what I am teaching you, what I'm telling you, and if you don't trust me, ask some experienced people from my previous batch, or if you have someone in working. I can guarantee this. I can guarantee this. That the people who are working currently, एक दो साल से जो Azure पे काम कर रहे हो ना, आपके पास आज उनसे ज़्यादा knowledge है. With authority and with responsibility, I'm saying this because when they get project, I know people जिन्होंने Azure का पूरा कोर्स कर लिया, ये कर लिया, and when they got assigned to some project, उनको patching assign हो गया. एक साल तक वो सिर्फ patching कर रहा है. किसी को resource group assign हो गया, एक साल तक वो बंदा सिर्फ resource group बना रहा है. So when he goes to his next interview, they will not expect him कि इससे सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए. So do not try to get into that mode. That will not help you at all. ठीक, आप फंस के रह जाओगे, ना ये समझ में आएगा ना वो समझ में आएगा. So because I have given interviews for myself, I have witnessed interviews in my classes. काफी लोगों ने, मेरे previous batch के लोगों ने यहाँ पर interviews आकर दिए, इस batch के दे रहे हैं. I have taken a number of interviews. See myself, when I take an interview, no matter how much I want कि यार इस बंदे पर मुझको डाउट है कि ये रट्टा मार कर आया है, I want to do a practical, I cannot do that. इंटरव्यू का पैटर्न ही नहीं है वो. मेरे पास किसी को इवैल्यूएट करने का कोई मेथड है, सो दैट्स ऑल. इतना ही पूछूंगा मैं कि यार व्हाट इज अवेलेबिलिटी सेट, व्हाट इज अवेलेबिलिटी जोन. यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड द इंटरव्यू, उसमें भी इसी तरह से पूछा गया, राइट? लोड बैलेंसर, आई हैव बीन टेलिंग यू कि लोड बैलेंसर का पूरा आंसर इस पूरे इसमें है, इस पूरे टेबल में है. इफ यू हियर दैट इंटरव्यू प्रॉपरली, थोड़ा बहुत घुमा फिरा कर उसने पूछा, बट आंसर यहीं से आया है. आंसर भी घुमा फिरा कर दिया गया, with not with statements, not using single words, but आंसर यहीं से आया. So is it clear, guys? And any doubt?
No, sir.
Right?
No,
And I'm
Sohail
telling
bhai.
you, if you want to learn basic ये सब करना है, it's a good thing. I never discourage it. In fact, I myself like that कि मैं basic से चीजों को समझूं ताकि, but for me it's a different thing. Why? Because one thing I have to teach you guys, so I should know. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि यार मुझको इतना ही पता है, आप इतना ही सीख लो. No, I should know the basics and everything. इसके पीछे लॉजिक क्या था वो भी पता होना चाहिए मुझको, कि Azure ने इसमें 100 रखा तो उसमें 100 क्यों रखा है. I know that. But it's okay. You do not require it as of now. What is your urgent and important thing as of now? इंटरव्यू के हिसाब से हम लोगों को ये करना है. जॉब ओरिएंटेड ट्रेनिंग वी आर फोकसिंग हियर, राइट? अनलेस आप में से कोई पीएचडी करने के प्लान में है तो लेट मी नो दैट कि यार ठीक है मुझको पीएचडी करना है, जॉब नहीं चाहिए. डू वी हैव एनीवन जो विदाउट जॉब के लिए यहाँ पर ये कर रहा है? आई होप अल्टीमेट एम, नो मैटर कितना हम टेक्नोलॉजी वगैरह बात करें, अल्टीमेट एम इज टू गेट अ गुड जॉब एंड गुड पैकेज, राइट? सो फोकस ऑन दैट एंड यू विल गेट दैट. Next thing, yes, because we have to explain it to client also. हम लोगों को आर्किटेक्चर डायग्राम भी बनाना आता है, तो जहां पर मैं कुछ अगर डायग्राम बनाकर दे रहा हूँ क्लाइंट को, कहीं पे उसका कोई डायग्राम ये कर रहा हूँ, तो साथ में मुझको साइटेशन में लॉजिक भी लिखना पड़ता है. दैट व्हाई एम आई सेलेक्टिंग स्टैंडर्ड, व्हाई नॉट ये वाला बेसिक, व्हाई एम आई सेलेक्टिंग बेसिक, व्हाई नॉट स्टैंडर्ड. आई हैव टू गिव दैट टू माय क्लाइंट. सो इफ आई एम लर्निंग दैट, इट्स ओके. एडमिन वाले रोल में आपसे कोई नहीं पूछने वाला है कि स्टैंडर्ड में इतना क्यों और बेसिक में क्यों है. What they're going to ask you, what is the difference between standard and basic? ये आपसे पूछा जाएगा. So stick to that. Clear है? That is one thing. About the questions are going too deep, so do not torture yourself. इतना लोड मत लो आप लोग. Simple रखो. जितने मैं questions यहाँ पर दे रहा हूँ, trust me guys, if you say me today that you guys are ready with these questions, I can guarantee you आप में से आप 6 इंटरव्यू तो उसमें से एक क्लियर हो जाएगा. बिकॉज यहाँ पर भी एक दो टॉपिक्स मिसिंग है. दैट इज द रीजन आई एम सेइंग कि आप 6 दे दो, एक मिसिंग हो जाएगा. इफ यू कैन गारंटी दैट दीस क्वेश्चंस व्हाट आई हैव गिवन यू, इफ यू आर रेडी विद दीस क्वेश्चंस एंड द प्रैक्टिकल्स व्हिच आई हैव गिवन यू, आपने एक बार कर लिया, माइंड में है, पोर्टल कैसा दिखता है, समझ में आ गया आपको. सो इफ यू नो अबाउट दिस, आई कैन गारंटी यू आउट ऑफ 6 एक क्वेश्चन, एक आपका इंटरव्यू क्लियर हो जाएगा. क्योंकि देयर आर इंटरव्यूज कहीं पे स्टोरेज का नहीं पूछते हैं, बट देयर आर कहीं पर पूछ लेते हैं. तो स्टोरेज नहीं कवर किया, इसलिए आई एम सेइंग दिस. पूरा कवर हो जाने के बाद जब ये हो जाएगा ना, आई कैन गारंटी कि इफ यू गिव मी गारंटी कि आपने इस सब पे पढ़ रखा है, तो योर इंटरव्यू विल बी क्लियर. इसके अलावा आप अननेसेसरी की चीजों को कॉम्प्लिकेट मत करो आप खुद के लिए, ठीक है? दैट इज वन थिंग. दो इट हैज टेकन अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, 15 मिनट्स चले गए हमारे, बट दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई डिड नॉट वांट यू गाइस टू स्पेंड योर टाइम अननेसेसरी. ओके, नेटवर्किंग टीम अलग होती है. दैट आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, फ्यू पीपल हैव जॉइंड हियर, सो आई जस्ट रिपीट क्विकली कि नेटवर्किंग का भी ज्यादा लोड मत लो आप. व्हेन यू गो टू इंटरव्यू, यू कैन से जो भी नेटवर्किंग का आपको कोई भारी भरकम क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ में आता है नेटवर्किंग का, यू कैन टेल देम यार वी हैड अ डिफरेंट नेटवर्किंग टीम एंड दे वर द गाइज हु यूज्ड टू डिसाइड ऑन आईपीज एंड एवरीथिंग. हाँ, बट अज्योर में कौन सा वीनेट किससे कनेक्ट करता है, नहीं करता है, वीनेट आपस में बात करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं, सबनेट बात करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं, और हाउ टू मेक देम कनेक्ट विद ईच अदर, दिस यू शुड नो. ये नेटवर्किंग टीम नहीं करेगा. आईपी से रिलेटेड एवरीथिंग नेटवर्किंग टीम करेगा, ठीक है? Yes, one more thing, guys. Tasks are not being done on time. I receive, I think, Rishi, you did the task now. So, guys, I told you this is not the way to do it. यार आप क्लास से 5 मिनट पहले बैस्टन का ये कर लोगे. When will I check? When will I give you the feedback? Don't do it just for the sake of doing it. नहीं हो रहा, forget it, leave it. Save it with you. Do it later. बट डोंट डू इट कि जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ इट. आज क्लास होने वाली है यार, वो हम होमवर्क करते थे ना स्कूल में यार, लेक्चर शुरू होने से पहले 5 मिनट पहले किसी का देख के कॉपी मार लिया. डोंट डू इट गाइस. You will not learn anything out of it. Here our aim is to learn, not to do some check mark. हाँ ये हो गया, मेरे 50 hours deliver हो गया, आपका task हो गया, but ultimate result कुछ नहीं है. We don't have to do that. So don't do that. Okay, last thing. So these were the observations I had to share. We'll start with networking, but before networking, I have to teach you one more topic, guys. Though I had planned it for later, that too मैं सोचा था जो हम एक ब्रेक लेंगे अप्रैल में, उसके बाद सिखा दूंगा. छोटा सा एक ये है, इंटरव्यू में भी ज्यादा पूछा नहीं जाता है. समटाइम्स दे डू आस्क इट, समटाइम्स दे डोंट. छोटा सा टॉपिक है, बट नाउ आई थिंक कि उसका नीड आया है यहाँ पर. I'll tell you what has happened and then I'll start teaching. The topic is Azure Locks. First, let me see if it is there in my OneNote. If not, I will add something. Azure Locks. Do I have Azure Locks? Let me check. Anyone knows by the way about Azure Lock? Yes, guys. Anyone?
No, Sohail bhai.
No,
No.
sir.
No. What do you think? Azure Lock. इसमें लिखा हुआ भी नहीं है by the way, और इतना छोटा टॉपिक है ना. I'm sure आपको कुछ लिखने के. What comes to your mind if I say locks? क्या माइंड में आता है आपको? क्या होगा लॉक? क्या फीचर होगा? क्या फंक्शनलिटी होगी उसकी?
Security.
It might be related
Security
to
के
some
लिए
limitations or locking thing regarding the services or let's say any automated part of Azure.
ओके, चलो बहुत सारा आपने एक साथ जम्बल कर दिया. लेट्स मेक इट इजी. One thing,
I-
I was checking. That's okay. I'll explain it. Guesses थे वैसे भी. I'm not expecting anyone to answer. I was checking in other subscription. I'm just giving you an example here. Or let me log into that one. It'll be easier. आपको भी actual में पता चलेगा कि confusion होता कैसे है. Okay, I was checking task for Mansha. I'm logging into her subscription. She's a part of, I think, Ibrahim's subscription. So I'm okay. She has her own subscription. I'll log into her subscription and I'll show you what the problem has been done. And this is exactly you will feel, guys, when you go to this one live environment. क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमारे प्रैक्टिकल में है ना, आपको काफी ये दिखते हैं, छोटे रिसोर्स दिखते हैं, काफी कम रिसोर्स दिखते हैं. जिस वर्चुअल मशीन पे आप काम कर रहे हो वही दिखता है, उससे एक दो एक्स्ट्रा दिख जाते हैं, उससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं दिखता. बट व्हेन यू गो टू लाइव एनवायरनमेंट, यू विल सी n number of n number of resources, n number of virtual machines, n number of VNet. आपको पता भी नहीं होगा कि कौन से इस पे कर रहे हो. आपका कौन सा है, आपके किसी सिमिलर टीम का है, डेवलपमेंट टीम का है, किस टीम का है. बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन होता है. ठीक है, वैसे एक्सेस दिया नहीं होता है, बट गलती से कभी कभार कुछ हो जाए तो देयर आर चांसेस चीजें डिलीट हो जाती है, चीजें स्टॉप हो जाती है. आपको एक टिकट आया, स्टॉप वर्चुअल मशीन 0012, आपने गलती से स्टार्ट कर दी 00012. ठीक है, एक जीरो का डिफरेंस है, बट दोज आर टू डिफरेंट मशीन्स. तो होती है ऐसी चीजें. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, आई वाज चेकिंग होमवर्क और टास्क फॉर Mansha. This is the group for Mansha. I checked Bashan, it wasn't correctly. By the way, coming back to your task, guys, all of you have done very good work when it comes to VNet and subnet. Bashan का भी सबने किया, अच्छे से किया. एक दो छोटे मोटे there are feedbacks, observations which have been shared on individual basis. So I don't want to discuss here names. किसी ने public IP रख दिया था, किसी ने कुछ कर दिया था, but those were very small. But the overall concept is clear. I can say that. Okay, so I was checking Mansha's task. I checked and I thought, okay, it's good. And now I wanted to delete everything from her resource. And for some other reason, I came here on home screen and then I got confused. So instead of this, I went to this resource group. This is Mansha's resource group. Okay. And then unfortunately, I went to this resource group. This is someone else's resource group, Fauzia's resource group. And I did not even look here. I selected all tasks and I deleted all her resources. And later on, she pinged me that she was working on something. So I deleted something by mistake. And then she had to do her work again. Almost there were 5 or 6, 3 servers. She was doing some practical. So this happens. This is normal. So to avoid that, we have one service in Azure called Azure Lock. Now I'll go back to my subscription, so I can show it to you that what Azure Lock is. Understand one thing, guys. Azure Lock, it has nothing to do with your access. Okay, Azure Locks has nothing to do with your access. What do you understand by this sentence? It is not removing, ignore the spelling mistakes if there are any, removing anyone's access. Is it visible, guys? Can you see it?
Yes.
So Azure Lock has nothing to do with your accesses, any access. Okay, RBAC access की बात चल रही है फिलहाल यहाँ पर. It is not removing anyone's access, neither not assigning or granting, grant is the correct word, granting access to anyone. Is this clear to everyone, guys? Now I'm gonna ask some questions to you based on these two statements. Any confusion in these statements? कुछ नहीं समझ में आया इसमें? How it works, I'll tell you. What it does, I'll tell you. What it does not do, I have told you. Is it clear? कि locks क्या नहीं करता है?
Yes.
Azure Lock आपका कोई एक्सेस निकालता नहीं है. आप कंट्रीब्यूटर हो, ये हो, वो एज इट इज रहेगा सब कुछ, और ना किसी तरह का एक्सेस आपको ग्रांट करता है. ठीक है? नाउ कमिंग बैक टू
Yes.
Azure Locks. So what is Azure Locks? It is nothing but a feature जहां पे आप accidental deletion को prevent कर सकते हो. These are the three keywords जो आप इंटरव्यू में बोल दो, आपका काम हो गया. Accidental deletion prevention. Ignore the spelling mistakes, guys. I'm not familiar with this keyboard. Accidental deletion का prevention. ये 3 keywords को आप अच्छे से याद रख लो. ठीक है, यही आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. इसको बोल दो तो आप अच्छी बात है, ना भी बोले तो ठीक है. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट इज Azure Lock? Azure Lock accidental deletion को prevent करता है. Next part, where can we apply? We can apply it on resource. We can apply it on resource group also, and we can apply it on subscription also. Let me see if I can apply it on subscription. Do you see logs on subscription?
No.
Here it is, resource logs. So you can apply it on subscription, you can apply it on resource group, you can apply it on resources. Clear? यहाँ तक we are going granular, one by one जाता है, confusion नहीं होना चाहिए. Clear everyone?
Yes.
What it doesn't
Yes.
do, what it is, where can you apply this? ये इंटरव्यू पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से चल रहा था, ठीक है. You can apply it on resource group also. कहाँ पे होगा? Here it is, logs. And within that resource group, if you want to apply for just one particular resource, you can do that also. Let's say पूरे resource group पे नहीं लगाना है, resource group के सिर्फ एक चीज पे लगाना है, किसी particular resource पे लगाना है. So you can do that also. Here it is. Clear है? कहाँ लग सकता है, कहाँ नहीं लग सकता है? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see disk पे क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है? लगता है disk पे नहीं लगता है. We'll check that. Here it is. Disk पे भी लगता है. ठीक है? So on every resource you can apply. Resource group पे apply कर सकते हो, subscription पे. What do you think would be hierarchy? If I put something on resource group, और हाँ, अभी सब्सक्रिप्शन को साइड में रख देते हैं. सब्सक्रिप्शन पे लग के कभी लगता नहीं. You will mostly see it on resource group and resources. So if I put a log on resource group, what do you think? बचे हुए resources पे अपने आप लग जाएगा या नहीं? I know I haven't taught you yet. Logic
No.
पूछ रहा हूँ.
I
No, we'll
don't
have
think
to
so.
manually do it.
Okay. Anyone thinks जो लग जाएगा?
think because if you put the
लग
lock on the
जाएगा.
resource group on the लग जाएगा because if you put the lock on the resource group,
Yes.
automatically all the resources under the resource group would have the
Yes.
lock.
Yes. It will inherit करेगा. ठीक है? It will inherit.
Okay.
अगर आप resource group पे लगा रहे हो तो resources पे inherit करेगा. Now types of logs. Let's say किस तरह के types है मेरे पास? There are 2 logs. अभी ज्यादा हो गए तो पता नहीं. हाँ, 2 ही है. Read only and delete. यहाँ कुछ भी लिख सकते हो आप, ठीक है? This is read only. Now I have applied a read only log. What does it mean? It means now no one will be able to change anything on this machine. If this machine is on now, this is off actually. The machine is off. Now do you think I will be able to start the machine?
No.
Let's see.
No.
Fail to start. Why?
Because you have only read only access.
Yes.
Lock a lock, read only लगा.
See, it clearly says. यहाँ पे, please remove the lock. Can you see? Can you see the error? Please remove
Yes,
the lock. And what kind of access do I have here? I am logged in with this ID, okay? Suhail Khan. And let me show you the access. What access I have here. Obviously, I have owner access on subscription. So by default, which access will I have here?
Owner.
Owner access. So see, I have
Owner.
owner access here on this one here. Sohail Khan, owner access. Being an owner, I'm still not able to start the machine. Clear hai?
Yes.
This is what your lock is. What is the another lock? It's delete. Now I want to say, guys, please speak. I have told you not to put your questions unless your mic is not working or something. It's different thing. Otherwise, I want you to speak. Unless you won't. Otherwise, you won't be able to speak in your interview, right?
Sohail bhai,
Please.
I have a doubt here. I'm sorry.
Yes, just give me a minute. I'll complete this one and then we'll take questions. 3 minutes are left. I want to cover this in recording.
Yes.
Next sessions,
Yes.
we'll take questions. Other
Yes.
thing, locks.
Yes.
We were on the machine. So we'll again go back to this machine. Was this the same machine, guys? Why can't I see this? No, DC. Oh, okay, here it is. I just had to refresh. See, this is what happens. Just had to refresh and I thought, kahan chala gaya? I just applied. So this is read only, guys. Okay. Now I'm removing it. I'm saying यार नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि मुझको machine बंद चालू करने का तो ये रहने दो आपसे. Okay, I'm removing it. Now lock has been removed. Now do you think I'll be able to start the machine?
Yes. Yes.
You should refresh it after that.
नहीं, that's okay. हाँ, refresh कर लो, हो गया. Now what I'm saying कि ठीक है यार आप machine बंद चालू तो कर लो. But what if you delete the machine by mistake? So I'm putting another lock here. I just deleted that. Here it is. Now will I be able to turn off and turn on the machine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Will I be able to delete the machine?
No.
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 No. No. No.
Right. I am being an owner also I am unable to do it. Understand guys? Being an owner. And now if I click here,
Yes.
what do you think क्या क्या delete होगा इसमें से? चलो, let's see
The
your knowledge.
NIC and the OS disk will get deleted apart from the machine.
Are you sure?
No, nothing should get deleted idly because you've given the command like no delete. Like, nothing should get deleted.
But
The
where
lock
did I give that command? That what
means
is
you
the
said
scope of that
you
That,
lock?
said
The
you
lock
said
is
the-
only set on the
delete
virtual
lock.
machine, not the disk and the NIC.
Yes, Naveed, is it clear?
Okay.
Your
Okay.
answer is correct. Your
Right.
logic is incorrect.
Right.
Your answer is correct. Murtaza, your answer is incorrect. I mean, whoever answered that it should get deleted. The answer is incorrect. I'll come to that why.
Oh,
But is
okay.
it clear? The scope of
So-
lock is only my virtual machine. Why won't it get
Okay.
deleted? यार अगर मेरा virtual machine ही running है तो running virtual machine में disk delete हो सकती है क्या?
No.
नहीं,
No.
नहीं.
Running virtual machine में
No.
मेरा disk delete नहीं होगा. Disk delete होने के लिए पहले
No.
machine delete होने पड़ेगी. That is the logic. Otherwise कोई lock नहीं है यहाँ पर, but dependency. Remember I showed you the dependency. उसलिए ये delete नहीं होगा. हाँ, आप उसको segregate
but,
करके ये कर दो, वो हो जाएगा. Less than a minute is left, guys. Let's rejoin. Do you guys want a break? Should we continue without break?
Yes.
Continue.
Yes.
I think maximum people want to continue. So let's continue, guys. Without any
Continue.
break. Without any
Continue.
break, same link. We'll take the questions there. Join immediately, guys, please.
Okay.